GTN Radio. Hear the difference. Now the news. I'm Ken Yu. Chinese authorities have dispatched a work team to Hunan province to guide rescue efforts after a dike breach in the country's second-largest freshwater lake on Friday afternoon. The Emergency Management Ministry and the State Flood Control and Drought Relief Headquarters have continued to increase rescue forces. As of Saturday night, over 1,400 members from the China National Comprehensive Fire and Rescue Team have arrived at the site in the central province. The Emergency Management Ministry's Natural Disaster Emergency Rescue Center has also deployed 350 professionals to support rescue efforts. The dike breach that occurred in the Dongting Lake was initially around 10 meters wide, but it expanded afterward. Emergency supplies have been sent to support local authorities in the evacuation and resettlement of disaster-affected residents. Tom Bo reports.
Just behind me are the shores of an embankment at Dongting Lake, which is China's second-largest freshwater lake in southern Hunan province. Earlier on July 5th, a portion of it in Huanzhou Township burst, and a breach occurred, extending over time up to 226 meters wide. Now, local authorities have been filling up the breach since the afternoon of July 6th with sand and boulders. We are told it's expected to take more than 100,000 cubic meters of rock to close the gap. Workers failed to close the gap earlier as flood waters were too strong, so they had to wait until the water levels inside the flooded area and that of the lake evened out to finally start filling the waterways.
The flag of Belarus has been raised at the building of the Secretariat of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in Beijing. The intergovernmental organization has formally accepted Belarus as its 10th member state. SCO Secretary-General Zhang Min says Belarus's accession will strengthen the organization's capabilities of addressing regional and international challenges.
Since its establishment, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization has always adhered to the Shanghai spirit, which features mutual trust, mutual benefits, equality, consultation, respect for cultural diversity, and pursuit of common development. Belarus's accession will enable us to better leverage our strengths and jointly address regional and international challenges and risks.
The Prime Minister of Vanuatu will start his visit to China from Sunday. Charlotte Sarwai's trip comes at the invitation of Chinese Premier Li Qiang. Chinese Ambassador to Vanuatu Li Minggang says bilateral relations have become a model of mutual respect, solidarity, and coordination among developing countries. The 12th World Peace Forum has opened in Beijing, focusing on improving global security governance. The forum attracts around 400 people, including former foreign political dignitaries, diplomatic envoys from various countries in China, experts, and scholars. Media reports say Egypt will host Israeli and U.S. delegations to discuss outstanding points regarding a ceasefire deal in the Gaza Strip. High-ranking security sources say Egypt has been holding intensive meetings with related parties to advance efforts to reach a truce agreement in Gaza. The sources also say Egypt has maintained communication with the Hamas movement as part of the effort to facilitate a ceasefire agreement and the exchange of detainees and prisoners. The latest round of prisoner exchange negotiations between the Yemeni government and the Houthi group has concluded without a comprehensive agreement. The 7-day talks in Oman were conducted under the auspices of the United Nations and the International Committee of the Red Cross. In sports, Yulia Putintseva has ousted world number 1 Iga Swiatek at Wimbledon. Swiatek won the first set of the third round, but lost the following 2 ones. Putintseva will next face Jelena Ostapenko. China's Wang Xingyu reached the last 16 for the first time with a victory over Harriet Dodds. She will face Elena Svitolina in the fourth round. On the men's side, Novak Djokovic defeated Alexei Popyrin in the third round. The 24-time Grand Slam champion will next play against Roger Rune. And that's the news. I'm Ken.